but yeah, start from Isaiah 14 and like 12.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Yeah.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
Lucifer, that morning star, which obviously is talking about this, you know, like a winged government, you know, flying around with pitchfork. It's talking about the so-called white man, that's Lucifer. He's a present light bearer, man, because what America is that beacon. Everyone looks to America for everything.
Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Yeah, which didst weaken the... That's what the so-called white man's agenda's been. He's been out here, basically amassing power for himself, fucking up shit for everyone. He's been fucking up for the animals, he's been fucking up for the goddamn ozone layer. This guy's polluting space. You can go online, you can see that there's pollution in space. That's why you just get random, all them booster rockets they use to get like satellites out there. They just end up floating in space for time. That's why occasionally you just get a piece come down and just land in the ocean somewhere.
Dropping people's houses.
Yeah. All kind of fucked up shit can happen, man. Yeah. So it's like, what kind of... That's and the thing is that's how messed up Esau's kingdom is, man. It's like you look at, I'm like, bro, the food industry, man, in Esau's realm is just a madness. Like even buffet, it's like I've been talking about buffet food. It's like every 4 hours they just got to throw away anything that's not eaten. So if you're on a buffet, you're just throwing away mountains of food.
It's wasted food. All these supermarkets do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then they say that no one's allowed to take
no
the
one's
food.
like, if you
you're actually not allowed.
They prosecute you. That is fucking retarded.
But them goots, like we went past that goot
Oh,
restaurant,
man.
blood noodles restaurant.
Yeah.
They had food still on the tables, man.
Blood and
Every day
mixed
they leave
meat.
it like that. And they put it back in the fryer and say, yeah, buffet £5. That's hard.
And then you eat that, and it's like instantly you need to shit. The shit touches your tongue, and then your belly starts rumbling. What the hell? Man, buffet food is criminal, man. Man, you got some diced up fucking raw octopus chilling there. I remember I was young, I was like, what's that white thing? Because the fucking labels are in Chinese. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
A goddamn octopus.
They nearly had a tooth on it.
And a takeaway, bro.
I'm the 13th tribe of Israel. On my own, mate.
That's that.
I'm not a warrior. I'm joking. Sorry to interrupt you all. Sorry to be audacious and accost you. Could you help? I was back.
Man, ask some shot. Find a woman with a fake wig, so a short little so-called Jewish woman, man. Find some of them Jews, man. Them guys have money, man. Ask them.
I wish I could find a
some
penny
of them
joke.
motherfuckers running the diamond.
They go, no,
don't ask
better than
black guys for
thou.
money.
You're meant for working,
dog.
I'm meant for doing nothing.
Man, have a good day, man.
Can you help me some food?
No. Go to any of these. Go to a restaurant, man.
I'm going to the tribe of Israel.
Damn.
Hey, it makes sense. Tight.
My man.
Yes. I'm joking, man. I'm a bit buzzy.
Yeah, we're in the middle of something here.
Well, I can't hear no words, but I have a nice day.
Well, that's because you're fucking talking.
Telepathy.
Bring the script.
Back in Isaiah chapter 14 and 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the
You can't
morning?
be rude and then say sorry for being rude. That's an Edomite tactic. It's like, fuck you, I mean, sorry about that. I'm sorry, but fuck you. No, fuck you, man. Be honest about it, man. Just call us assholes like you want to. Go on.
It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken?
Shot up some fresh heroin. Man wants some food to chase it off with. Nigga, go to someone else, man. I know what you've been doing in that alleyway, man. Motherfucker.
He was a guy with a kind of piss. Same motherfucker.
With a pint of piss twice. How long did you see man with a pint of piss twice? And the second time it's like, yeah, he knew. Criminal, man. God.
Which didst weaken the nations?
Out of his mind, man.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Yeah, this so-called white man's trying to become a godlike entity, man.
Oh, I got an example of that. Did a sit down the other day. They got this Earth Now project Bill Gates is saying they're gonna start $1 billion project to have 500 live stream cameras, satellites in the atmosphere, man. Up in the heavens, man, and set their nest upon the stars. Let's talk about them satellites. That's what these Edomites, that's that pride that the brother's going into with this technology, man. Knowing the algorithms and all that. They want to be the Most High, because the Most High is omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent. So they want to be all seeing, all knowing, man. But it's on the left hand side. That's why they're trying to create all this AI technology, man. Because they, and that's part of their pride. But the scriptures also say that's going to be that's going to lead to your downfall and demise, man. You want to do this new world order agenda, be the all seeing and all knowing AI Messiah, and that's not going to, that's going to be disemowed, man.
Hold on, Obadiah. Bring it.
Right, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And that's why, you got a lot of these movies, them AI movies, like HAL 9000. Yeah, you had that in like a recent one was
Johnny
Oblivion, the Johnny Transcendence. Esau's basically trying to, and that's something that Elon Musk trying to do. I can't remember what the company's called. It's trying to brain interface, download the consciousness into like a computer. Because then that's the same thing as transcendence. Transhumanism. They get in there and they can control everything. Get in the internet, start controlling everything.
Oh, they showed you that Lawnmower Man. But that was a righteous movie though. Because that was Jake, his name was Joe. And then he got spiritual power, innit? And then he started to want to take over, and then he added it to the computer to control the whole. But that was on the righteous. That was Jake. Esau the devil.
Yeah, man. Esau does it unrighteously, man. Hey, because what's the thing is what's Esau going to do with his rule, man? This guy said what he's going to maintain humanity under 500 million. That's completely averse of the scriptures. If in the kingdom you ain't got 500 million kids, you're going off.
Yeah, man, you gotta have at least 500.
You need to be colonizing planets with your sperm, man. Your sperm manifest needs to be colonizing all kind of planets, man. Hey, man. Jake's spirit naturally is to have a lot of kids, man.
Yeah.
You go back to them families like from them Windrush families. They had like 10 these motherfuckers in one room. You can have 9 youths in that. And they're not even 30.
Yeah.
Man was getting him from when they were 15, 16. So, that's completely unrighteous. Esau wants to rule. Then he wants to just turn everything upside down, man. Take all the thing is like everything there in the earth, man. You go and you pull a fucking plum from the tree and eat that shit. That's you're good, man. There's fucking water rains from the heavens into streams. Then you can just drink that shit. Give me a garment, man.
I have my name. It's cool. Your number. Let me get it.
So it's like, hey, man. Basically it's the Lord. Esau, everything he's just trying to do, it's just all forms of wickedness, man. This guy is basically, it's like what, the ends justify the means. That's his approach. He's trying to say, it's like, we can have a good new world order. But it's completely unrighteous, man.
It's good because it's all about that control.
Yeah.
But the control belongs into the Heavenly Father who made control, man. Yeah. He set up the ordinances in the earth. You didn't. He set you devils up. But you devils are so proud, you think you set yourself up, man. That's why the Lord's gonna crush you, man.
And that's a big part in like our previous kings were annihilated, man.
Yeah.
You might as well grab
What precept?
it's on.
Psalms chapter 75 verse 6. For promotion cometh neither from the east nor from the west, nor from the south, but Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Yeah, that's it, man. The Lord basically, he deals with setting kings up, and then hey, man, if they were, what do you call it, man? If they don't respect the levels, who set them up, then they get smashed. Grab me Daniel 4, and start, yeah. Start from, what do you call it? Start from verse 17, yeah.
Daniel chapter 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High, Yahweh, ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whosoever he will.
Yeah, so that's the Lord's about basically letting people know who's in charge. Because that's pretty much it. It's the Lord. That's why it's like you go to Cyrus, even him, man. When he got rule, he said, "Yo," he praised the Most High because he knew he was the one who basically set him up in his position. And even Nebuchadnezzar, when the dream was explained by Daniel, he was like, "Yo, okay, yeah, truly is your power the power of heaven." When he tried to make men bow down and then dash them in the furnace, then afterwards he had to be like, "Wow, truly is your power." So he's a stiff-necked bubblehead Hamite, but then it's like the Lord was showing it to him. But then the Lord just had to, it's basically make him respect the levels, man. God.
And it says, "And setteth up over it the basis of men."
Yeah, the basis of men. So that means even that's why so-called white man's on the rule now. Imagine back. The thing is as well, back during these times, this was the golden head of what you call it, man, of Babylon, man. That golden, they had a glorious kingdom. They were actually on some super level. That's why this guy got so gassy. These guys got some ultimate lustrous, them hanging gardens, all kind of golds, all kind of blessings, everything, all the other nations in order. This guy started thinking he was on some ultimate level. But yo, the Lord was like, "Yo, I gave that, man. You can swipe that to the next man with ease." Go on.
What precept, Mark? You want to continue in that?
Yeah, continue on that.
Alright. This is back in Daniel.
Read down.
God. Back in Daniel 4:18. "This dream I, King Nebuchadnezzar, have seen. Now thou, O Belshazzar, declare the interpretation thereof."
The other name for Daniel. Yeah.
For as much as all the wise men of my kingdom are not able to make known unto me the interpretation, but thou art able.
Yeah, so the Lord basically just had Daniel, the Spirit was put on him to break down the dreams. So gone.
"For the spirit of the holy gods is in thee." Then Daniel, whose name was Belteshazzar.
The holy gods.
Yep.
Yeah, see this the stupid fuck. Gone.
Then it says, "Then Daniel, whose name was Belteshazzar, was astonished for 1 hour, and his thoughts troubled him. The king spake and said, Belteshazzar, let not the dream or the interpretation thereof trouble thee."
Yeah, he was messed up, man. He got a breakdown. He was like, "Damn." He was like, "Yo, that's what's gonna happen." He was like, "Oh shit." But in it, yeah.
A whole hour now. Oh.
Hey, that's receiving them visions. That's why you got these stupid fucks nowadays. Man are trying to be on super levels, bro. You get some of them spiritual communication. Like, damn, breakdowns. You all messed up. Your brain ain't working. It was like Belteshazzar. Man was ruling. He ain't even responding, man. Man, zoned out.
He even had it to where Esdras got sort of vision of the destruction of America, and he said, "Woe is me! Oh shit! You know, who shall deliver me in those days?"
Yeah.
No, he felt sick. That's right, huh? And it said,
even I think what was it? It's after the Tower of Daniel 2 where he's like he had to take a nap, man. He had to have a nap. Man was there, man got vision. It was like firm.
Yep.
And he had to go have a lie down, man.
It says, "Belteshazzar answered and said, My Lord, the dream be to them that hate thee, and the interpretation thereof to thine enemies. The tree that thou sawest which grew and was strong, whose height reached unto the heaven, and the sight thereof to all the earth, whose leaves were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all, under which the beasts of the field dwelt, and upon whose branches the fowls of heaven had their habitation."
So basically, it's like the whole earth was basically under that tree. Gone.
"It is thou, O king, that art grown and become strong."
Yeah, so it's like the level he's put on. That's why it's like, yo, that rulership, that's no joke. Like, that is literally just like you are being put. That's why the so-called white man's so gassed. When you're up there and you're at, that's why you see these Rothschilds, the way they move. they're operating a whole different set of parameters, man, to the average motherfucker out here. These guys can actually just go out and just be like, kill him.
Yeah,
And then someone's just gonna go, and then that guy's done.
They can actually do it themselves and get away with it. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
they could,
last action hero, and that's
Yeah.
Like, I just killed a man. You know, no one holding the gun. Is anyone going to stop me? That's the kind of shit what Esau can do, Rothschilds, and they can get away with it because they're above the law in this society.
Yeah,
you know.
And that was like Nebuchadnezzar back then, man. He was on an ultimate level. Anyway, he just tell someone, he said, look, man, grapes. Someone's running, sprinting. You got man sprinting with a grape, 2 grown men dashing with a grape. That's when you got that kind of power, you would get gassed. Shit, gone.
It could be like Bane and Batman, follow him. it says, and in it, yeah, it's lucky, and it says, whose height reached unto the heaven, and the sight thereof to all the earth. It says, oh, it's lucky, I read that. Verse 22, it is thou, O King, which thou art grown and become strong, for thy greatness is grown, and reacheth unto heaven, and thy dominion to the end of the earth.
That's pretty much ultimate power, man, on the earth is what you've been given, guys.
And whereas the king saw a watcher and an holy one coming down from heaven saying, hew the tree down and destroy it.
So that's, the Lord, just as easy as you got rose up, that's how you can get chopped down. And it's funny because you go into the interpretation, it's like, damn, you can read the precept, and when you start breaking it down, it starts getting deep. Because the thing is, imagine the same thing happened to Israel, and I believe there was there was. I think it's Ezekiel 17. There was a prophecy of like of Israel's seed being carried. I think it was, man. I'd have to check it out. But I believe there was like carried as a seed by a bird to land of traffic. Then they planted and they grew up, I think, as a tree. So it's like spiritual that Israel also had, like basically had a vision of them as a tree as well. And then you've got the wild olive tree and the natural olive tree as well. So it's like, and trees are generally used, for people, man. Because it's like what it says. I saw people standing as trees, and I think Jeremiah.
Genesis as well.
Yeah, Genesis as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Genesis as well. Yeah, so it's like that tree, that represents, it was a mighty tree. It's like what the whole earth. That's what Esau's got now. That's why everyone, no matter what, Esau, everyone's in awe of him, man. Motherfuckers, though you might see a picture of Caesar, and this motherfucker's in the Amazon rainforest and be like, God, I don't even know. That's the level of that he's been put on. But hey, the Lord can get that light. Okay, go on.
I think, it's Ezekiel 17:3. And say, thus saith the Lord, power Yahweh, a great eagle with great wings, long-winged, full of feathers, which had diverse colors, came unto Lebanon, and took the highest branch of the cedar. He cropped off the top of his young twigs, and carried it into a land of traffic. He set it in a city of merchants.
Now, I'm not going to go in too deep. I'm breaking it down, because I watched that video on ages. But I'm pretty sure it's like Israel getting nabbed up off the west coast, and then getting taken into captivity, because the land of traffic, the land of business, that's one of the that merchant city, and that's one of the, and that's one of the main ways that, that one of the main things that America's known for, man, that makes people money, man.
It says traffic in the book of Ezekiel, right? Yeah. And in the Hebrew it's rakah, I think it is, which means merchandise, trade, traffic. So that's that Hebrew word there. Let's talk about America.
Yeah. So that tree, them trees, like the Lord can have it built up. They can have it hewed down as well.
Yep.
But go back in Daniel's.
And it says, back in Daniel chapter 4, verse 23, and it says, yet leave the stump of the roots thereof in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts of the field, till 7 times pass over him.
That's it. Basically, you got a base to a fucking supreme level, man.
Yeah.
Supreme, but that's hey man, you're gonna be out there, out of your mind. That's like these guys you see in these mental homes, man. They're all just not even connected to reality. They're done. The Lord can just have you out. And this guy, you're the most exalted king. Then you just there eating grass, fruit. That's why you have to respect the levels, man. Man are just pieces of shit out here. Worms. Done.
Verse 24, this is the interpretation, O king, and this is the decree of the Most High, which is come upon my lord the king. They shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen.